He's ruled the Olympic movement based in Lausanne for a decade without the controversy and headlines we've seen at FIFA. But Olympic President Jacques Rogge has many major issues to deal with 5 months before the London Olympics, including the dual threat of drugs and corruption.
10 years ago we would focus almost exclusively on doping. But nowadays we have not only to focus on doping but also on match fixing and illegal gambling. And this is the result of the development of broadband internet, where you can bet from one corner of the world on a competition in another corner of the world. And we see also that mafia gangs are really infiltrating the movement and organizing match fixing. So yes, it is a very important aspect.
Are you worried that too much attention is going to be put onto that?
It's not an issue of too much attention. I mean, I think one should tell the truth. Yes, there are threats to sport. Doping is a threat to sport. Match fixing is a threat to sport. Violence is a threat to sport. Look at what happened in Egypt recently. So these are the threats we have to combat. We have to make sure that we fight against these threats for the beauty of sport.
When someone is found cheating, what's your view, not just as president, but personally, about whether someone should be given a second chance?
I would say the ones who had doping, and it was not a major infringement, it was like a light stimulant, then they definitely deserve a second chance. Those who deliberately try to cheat with anabolic steroids, blood transfusions, there we are more reserved, and we are considering to ask the World Anti-Doping Agency to review the rule and to extend the length of the penalty.
When you're watching the future Olympic Games, can you see an Olympics taking place in, for instance, extreme heat, the way that a World Cup in football might in Qatar?
Outside it would be difficult, and that's the reason why the Qatari Olympic Committee has requested to move the date of the Games, and we've agreed to study a possibility to organize them roughly by the end of September until the end of October. The bracket is of course one where the temperature is not so brutal as it would be early July or early August. But we award the Games because we are satisfied that the athletes will be well cared and that the welfare of the athletes is number one. That's the third priority. If, by chance, given a great welfare of the athletes, there is another geopolitical consideration or a regional consideration, yes, maybe